Hello and back again. This is Grisou playing Karrin, the level 12 assassin from the March of the Doom tournament. So far she has no kind of disadvantages of playing the tournament other than being single pass and full clear and hardcore, but she will eventually get some restrictions once she defeated Andariel. For now we are about to go to the Stony Field. Oh, did I miss a pack here, or is it? Okay, well, it's not a rerun of the area. I just put the computer into hibernation, so this is really a pack I just missed when I was playing the last time, because as you can see, there's one too, but here the camp's cleared, so it's really only some stragglers, so no violation of the tournament rules, so no chance to disqualify me. Ha! Okay. Just kidding, we're not that strict usually. Oh, here's the first boss pack. Let's see. I have some gold. I could gamble for some leather gloves first in order to get more magic find. I will do that. And I will probably even sell this stuff here. I don't need it. The character is far too strong as it is, so I like to get some more money, and I will sell that too. I don't have use of that. Use for that? Good day. Oh, I didn't want to sell. Well, never mind. I keep it sold. So, let's gamble some leather gloves. Not what I was looking for so far. Yeah. Oh, at least it's a leather gloves of frost shield, because they almost give you back the money you invested. As you can see, it's worth about 1.5k gold, and to gamble it costs a bit more than that. Yeah, no luck. Unfortunate. So, go back to the boss pack and kill that. I think this boss pack still belongs to the Cold Plains. Is it really Stony Field? I don't know. Usually I thought that those zombies don't show up in the Stony Field anymore. I might be wrong though. Let's see if there are other zombies around. Oh, here's already, as you can see, the Karrin stones. Karrin, I don't know how it's pronounced. So I will first clear everything else and then go back, because why do we do that? Because we have the chance to get other items with magic find, and yeah, it's a super unique monster, and we want to face them with the maximum amount of magic find we can muster until that point.
I am overburdened.
So what can you do if you don't have a character with strong abilities or weapons at the beginning of the game? There are some tournaments where this is the case. For example, there were tournaments where you were only allowed to use ethereal items, and if you don't find any, well, you're back to punching stuff or using some skills that don't require a weapon. So you can either do that, Or in the case of a melee character, you can also just keep those strangling gas potions I sold a few minutes ago and use those to fight the monsters. Those are really good at, well, killing mobs, so you should be hurting the monsters a bit like in the cow level. And yeah, your mercenary can kill off the remaining ones that weren't hit by your poison clouds. Okay, those give a lot of money. I really like scepters early on. Especially those with staff mods, of course. Okay. We do have some gold again. I will collect some gold now till level 13, then we have a 10% higher chance of getting the suffix of fortune, like with the boots. Of chance, sorry, it's of chance, not of fortune. Of chance is till 15%, of fortune is till 25%. I never pay much attention to all those suffixes and names and so on. So I do usually know by the base item what kind of unique or set item dropped, but only from its stats, not necessarily from its name. I don't think it would be better if I played in German. I do the same in German. I just don't pay attention to names. I don't know if you know that I studied medicine and practice as a psychiatrist, so I do work with a lot of psychologists, and why I do tell you that is because they usually know so much names from famous psychologists and who invented what theory and so on, and I just don't know anybody. Yeah, it's the same with movies. I don't know the name of actors, I don't know the name of the directors and so on. Yeah, so I'm glad that most of the forumites use avatars because then I can recognize them. I think I wouldn't just by name. Yeah, I regretted that not all of those forumites from earlier, from the Diablo 2 net community, managed to switch to the new site. Some got lost in time.
I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
But there are a lot of new people at the forums, and I really like that. So Diablo 2 Resurrected really led to an influx of new people.
The Order welcomes you.
And they are all great. I think I haven't met anyone who's new and, well, who wouldn't fit in the community. So here's our upgrade to our buckler. So we'll use that. Yeah, the magical rings early in the game aren't really, well, like mind-blowing. But as I said, you can collect them and cube them to better stuff or worse stuff most of the time later once you hit level 36. No, I don't want the damaged sash. So there has been some news about new rune words in the upcoming patch 2.4, and I found the debate before the announcement interesting because there was kind of mixed emotions at the SPF, like
I am
hopefully they don't
overburdened.
screw that up. That could be great potential for the game. And
I
now
am
that they're
overburdened.
out, I mostly experienced positive reactions. And yeah, I really think that new rune words and some new small balancings can do good for the game. Um, this might be debatable, or is debatable, not might be, but it is debatable. But um, after so many years, um, I think a lot of people do like to tinker around with new things. And
Yes?
yeah, there's a nice new helmet for ranged classes with a piercing dam, and the cannot be frozen especially. So there's not the need anymore to use a charm rune in your Harlequin crest or something like that. Okay, it gives you more levels, so probably for a mage son, still Harlequin crest or something like that, or Andara's visage or whatever are better choices. But um, if you don't have those, um, yeah, then you can use the new one, the new rune word. Is it wisdom? I think it might be wisdom. I won't keep the charm in the inventory right now because it's too big and I have to constantly run back to town to sell things. So, um, yeah.
Yes?
Sorry for running around a bit too much, like trying to find the town portal, realizing that I went here by waypoint, going back to the waypoint. It's just like I said, when I do the talking and the gaming, I, well, I'm not as attentive as if I was just playing the game. So as I said, we didn't encounter any zombies, so that pack was a boss pack from the Cold Plains that somehow retreated back to the Stony Field. This is interesting because sometimes I have to end the game once I cleared an area, and I would have missed that boss pack if I just stopped after the Cold Plains. Um, this leads to different levels sometimes so when reaching certain checkpoints if doing single pass full clears, but there's some caps that are quite set into stone. But yeah, um, I think those levels are usually that if you're doing full clears at player's aid, you're after Andariel level 20, then level 28 after Duriel, 32 after Mephisto, 35 after Diablo, and 48 to 49 after Baal. So yeah, Act 5 added a whole lot of levels to um, your character. I did check the file sizes of the videos um, before I started the new video, and man, I think I have to invest into a new external device because
I am
they are really
overburdened.
big. It's only like medium quality, and still um, they are like 3 GB or more for 20 minutes. Mm, yeah, my hard disk drive only has 1 TB. It's an SSD, and they're still a bit too expensive
I am
if going
overburdened.
above 1 or 2 TB. So yeah. At this point, you probably do not wonder anymore why I switch to my second slot. Sometimes it's because then I can pick up the arrows that would otherwise have to stay on the ground. So let's go back. I will go to Char-Seed this time, not to Akara, because then I can
What you
repair
need?
my short sword. And it's 43 gold more, so yeah, we are rich because of my clever loot management.
May I help you?
So we're not level 13 now, no. Then I will wait some more. I once started a database where I tried to fill in the basic sell value of all items and then divide them by the space they take up in the inventory to have a quick guide on what to pick up. Yeah, I gave up on that because it was just so much work to do. But if anyone has a list of that kind, I'd be really glad to have a look at it. And who knows, maybe sometime I will continue this project. Oh yeah, and one of my
I can't carry anymore.
I don't know how to. One of my things is that I really don't often use those shrines because at this stage in the game they're just not. Oh, well, not that one. Not effective enough. I don't use any skill besides a burst of speed, and yeah, it's a
I
small
can't carry
upgrade.
anymore.
I keep them if I'm cursed. So if I'm cursed, I go back to the shrine, and if it's not far away, and get cleansed by it. And this experience I will use, but we will have to find a boss pack first. We do have one here, we know about that, so I will probably use it then. But as I told you, I will first go to the Dark Wood probably, and try to get better magic find gear. So I'll keep that here for now. I'll do a quick screenshot lest I forget it. I will have to do a quick break in a few minutes because my kids will come back. If any of you who watch this are streaming your gameplay, I'd be very much interested to hear how it is like for you, and if it's easier to record while streaming, because I think when you're interacting with other people,
I
it's
am overburdened.
much easier to do all the talking stuff. But yeah, I really like to hear your thoughts on that. I think one of the forumites is streaming, but who was it? Was it Nano? No, I don't know. I mix up those names. Like I said, I will have to have a look. Sorry about that. No, well, it's not meant ill from me. Okay, so let's go down the rabbit hole. Now, if I do spot a boss pack here, I might be tempted to go back to the Stony Field, grab the experience shrine, kill that boss pack, kill the boss pack at the Karrin stones. But the time might be too short to manage all that. We will see.
Good evening.
I was debating whether to buy some town portals now, but I can do that later. As long as I still have those 4, I should be safe. Oh, okay. Now I know the layout. It's the layout where I have to go down first, kill some enemies down here. There are a lot of enemies. And yeah, Cloak of Shadows is one of the busted skills. I think Shockwave and Cloak of Shadows and Warcry are by far the best skills for single pass untwinked play. You basically can't mess up with those skills. Well, oh, here's a boss pack. That's great. So let's go back, and I will probably do like I said now. So I will what did I want to say? I wanted to say that I will use it now and fight against the boss pack here, because the experience right now is worth more than the slightly better chance of better magic items if I find better magic items. So yeah, let's go back to town first, sell our stuff.
Greetings.
Buy some town portal scrolls, and then let's get back to business. I hope I don't encounter a cursed boss pack now, but there shouldn't be any left, so yeah. So, there he is. Rakanishu. I always forget his name. Like I said, I'm not good with names.
I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore.
Okay. I'll leave that on the ground, because otherwise my experience shrine will run out. Go back to the underground passage and fight the boss pack. Does he really only have 1 minion? No. That would have been so mean.
I can't carry anymore.
But
I am overburdened.
was only 2 minions? Or maybe I killed one accidentally? I don't know.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, this is bad. Okay. Make good use of the experience shrine as long as I can. I will let the things on the ground lay on the ground, and will collect the loot later in order to maximize the experience shrine. We go back then once the shrine expires and collect the loot. Okay, now it expired, and there are a lot of monsters, so probably time for them some tactical retreat. One other thing I only tried once or twice, I was reminded of that while drinking that potion,
I
is
can't carry anymore.
PvP. I tried it immediately after the game came out and wasn't aware that you weren't allowed to use potions. And then the other guy was like, "You're cheating, you're drinking." And I was like, what am I drinking? What am I drinking? Am I not allowed to have a drink while gaming? Until I realized what he meant. And yeah, that was quite embarrassing. And I tried it a few years later with the crowd from the SPF.
I can't carry anymore.
I don't know if I even... Did I do a PvP game,
I
or
am
did I just do the
overburdened.
character? I really can't remember. I think I did only the character. Yeah, but it's just not my kind of playstyle.
Good day.
But that's the great thing about Diablo. There's something for everyone here, and yeah, that is awesome. Oops, not that one. Yeah, I'm almost level 14 now, so I will save that a gambling session until level 14, because now, yeah, I'm almost at level 14 and I can wait for it. That experience shrine really messed up my planning.
I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
Yeah. Inventory keeps filling quickly. So
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
so is there anything left for me to gather up? Yeah, there are some things.
I can't carry anymore.
Yes?
Those trips to town, as you notice, which I do quite often, are the reason why I usually don't participate in tournaments where you aren't allowed to use town portals, because that is really taking so much more time, and it's... I think I don't like tournaments where you just take away quality of life things like town portals or stuff like that, and I think it doesn't add anything to the game to do that. So yeah, I don't participate in those. Of course, there are different tournaments like those survive in the wilderness type tournaments where you're never ever allowed to go back to town. That's something different. I could imagine participating in those, but I probably wouldn't, because, yeah, I mean, you're dying. You will die. So I don't like tournaments where it's clear from the start that you will die. Yeah, I don't know. That's just not my type of thing. It reminds me of a board game, quite old one. I don't know what's it in English. It's called Drachenhort in German, and it's like 30 years old, and it came out when there was the hype about D&D coming to Germany. It's 40 years. I think it's 40 years by now, and it's so badly designed because there's a minion, so maybe boss pack. I mean, we could kill those minions, get a level, and then go gambling. That might be worth it. I will tell you about the board game soon. I will just quickly finish this fight because I try not to kill that boss. Yeah, okay. No. So, we're level 14 now.
Hello.
And I will sell those items. Yeah, I can sell that one too. So, now we have some money to gamble for leather gloves. I usually gamble the item I don't have already filled with, where I gamble those items that I don't have yet with a magic find property like those leather gloves, because there could be better boots of chance, of course, but the chance for better gloves is greater. Yeah, not in this case though. Whew. Yeah, tough. The only items worth considering, the only gloves worth considering equipping over those one are those, I think, because of the massive amount of cold resistance. But still, I like light resistance more, so let's sell those. Oh, here's the real deal. Now we're talking. Yeah, great. So I will probably be gambling boots again after this. Yeah, I clicked through boots, I know. Too fast in clicking. Yeah, there. Yeah, they're nice, but no magic find. I will have to check the requirements of those claw weapon types in order to see how I will put or place my skill points. Yeah, the board game, Drachenhort it is called, and the story is that you're basically a D&D party with an elf, a dwarf, a warrior,
I can't carry anymore.
I don't know what else, a wizard or mage probably, and each one starts in different corner of the dungeon, and it's completely undiscovered, and you're trying to get to the middle room to steal some treasure from the dragon. And the catch is that after a certain amount of turns, the whole dungeon just collapses and everyone dies. And you have 28 turns to reach the middle and go back to your starting point. Yeah, so even if those randomly placed dungeon tiles line up perfectly, you need at least 24 or 25 turns to get to the middle and go back to your starting point. So you have like 3 additional turns to complete this quest, or you will die. And it's basically impossible to do that because, you just can't reach the middle of the dungeon directly, and then there are fights that cost you time and so on. So it's basically a game where the only question is when do you die, but not will you die. And yeah, it can be fun once or twice, and it's only, I don't know, an hour invested in gaming, and you can have fun.
Hello.
But when I'm gaming for myself on the PC and I play for like 10 hours and then the character just dies because of the rules, not so much fun. Okay, this is a nice Jewel of Envy. Could be useful even with the enhanced damage mod for a for one of the cube recipes in Act 2. I usually do try to craft a Savage Partisan and then re-roll it with the cube to a socketed magical weapon, and then, yeah, this can go into it probably. What I always found funny is that spike clubs are worth so much. They're like, I don't know, 50 times the price than normal clubs. So if you put a few nails in it, it just shoots up in value. I mean, nails must be really expensive in Tristram, or well, not Tristram, but the world. So here's the thing. We could go to the Dark Wood now and clear the underground passage later. I know myself I will probably forget to clear the passage later, so I will do that now. Yeah, and so many monsters again. Try to get those shamans killed. Oh, the burst of speed disappeared again. That's the great thing about the paladin auras. You just don't
I can't carry
have to
anymore.
care if to recast them. Okay, they take up one of your slots. That's true. So you're not as
I can't
flexible
carry anymore.
as with the Assassin, for example. But you can bet that your burst of speed, your werebear form or something like that turns off in the worst moment. So try to remember recasting those, not during a fight but before a fight, and you'll be much safer.
I can't carry anymore.
The Order welcomes you.
Yeah, like I said, 112 gold for, yeah, it's only, I don't know, like 20 nails and some iron wire around it. I think it's great that there are still so many new ideas about tournaments coming up. And I really like the twist from Babyhell's approach to the random tournament to say that you only get to know your limitations as you progress the game. I think it's yeah, very different for the planning as compared to the random tournament where you know in advance what your available skills will be. True, because of the rulings with the seals from the Cow King, where you can well, like unlock a damned skill forever, or the Bail rule where you can just skip a roll, make it possible so that you basically don't have any well, like restrictions at all. Yeah, we will see how that works out. But I don't think that's bad because it allows people to play the tournament who don't like too much restrictions, but also people who do like heavy restrictions because they don't have to use those
I can't
rules
carry
and
anymore.
seals and so on. So yeah, I think it's a great idea from Babyhell to allow both kinds of players to enjoy the tournament. An interesting addition could be that you not only get your skills cursed, but items, for example. Yeah, like Duriel just makes you never want to wear iron armor again because it's damn cold in those iron armors when you're in his chamber, or something like that. But that makes the game play probably too complicated.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay. Ethereal items don't give much money, so I'll leave it here on the ground. Yeah. Is that? No, not that one. That. Go back to town. So, if this was a stream, I would say please remind me to sell those items that I switched to sell them. Yeah, here's the club. It sells for 16, so it's like, okay, not 50 times the cost, but it's like 7 to 8 times, seven times of a no, a seventh. Sorry, it's a seventh of the cost of a spiked club. On the other hand, it's not so far off because I think a piece of wood actually is not worth much, but oh shoot, did I sell the small shield? Yeah, I did. Okay, too much talking. Never mind, we'll get another one soon, or switch to dual claws. Yeah, probably. Why am I? Yeah, now I'm using the sword. Yeah, probably a club should be worth anything, but then a spike club with its nails should be worth something. I really do go aggressively after those Resurrectors first, because I think it's such an annoying thing to constantly fight those revived monsters. Yeah, I'll leave those clubs on the ground for now, because 16 gold isn't really so much.
I am overburdened.
So, let's see. One thing I always wanted to try is an assassin using a crossbow. I think it's, well, like stylish for an assassin to use a crossbow, but, well, there aren't really that many good crossbows. Another idea is an assassin with a silence rune word, because I think the mods really do fit the assassin theme, like hit blinds target and so on. Maybe I will have to try that one time. Well, considering my gaming speed, like with the full clears, I probably run out of topics to talk about by mid-Act 2 in normal. So if you do want to know certain things, I can try to add them in the next videos. Just leave a comment in the forums and I'll try to comply.
I can't carry anymore.
Remember though that I do have to look up a lot of the things myself, and because, yeah, maybe I'm not just bad with names, but bad with remembering in general. I don't know. Could be. Yeah, get the amulet later. But at least I know where to find the information. Yeah, bummer I sold that small shield. Really didn't pay attention there. I will probably gamble again before Tristram. Look at this. I mean, Cloak of Shadows just obliterates everything. I mean, cast it, walk through all those monsters, and kill them one by one. I mean, how unfair is that? It's like, yeah. It's like you're LeBron James and constantly can go one-on-one. I don't think that's fun for the opponent. Quick note, this information might be outdated. I haven't watched the NBA in like 8 or 9 years, but so maybe there's someone more skilled in one-on-one, I don't know. But I think LeBron back then was very hard to defend one-on-one because of his versatility and size and so on. Truth be told, I think that every NBA player is probably very hard to defend one-on-one. As sometimes somewhere read that the tactical differences in like the what's it called in English, the pro sports and the everyday sports, the what's it called in English? Like if I go to a basketball game, I don't know what's it called. Is for one thing that when you play for fun, you try, or not for fun, but at lower levels, you often try to create situations where you go one against nobody to score, whereas in higher level play, you try to create one versus one situations to take leverage of your good players, because once you reach a certain level, you're so good that most people just can't guard you one-on-one. And I don't know if it's true, but I find it interesting to think about.
The Order welcomes you.
And well, that's how I feel with Cloak of Shadows. I just go one-on-one and nobody can defend me. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take that one. I don't know if the lightning damage is worth so much right now. Probably not. I mean, how much damage do I do? No, I don't think it's worth it. Now, if I only had found a good rare shield, that would be awesome. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay, I think I have to look for a better weapon. As you can see, I have to really whack a long time before my opponents go down. So, yeah,
I can't carry
please,
anymore.
Alisa, take over from now. Yeah. Oh, let's ditch those. Well, no. You know what? I just pick up the stuff while Alisa does the killing. I think that's faster anyways.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
So, back to town again. This time to Charcy to repair my not so much damage dealing
Good
sword.
to see you.
It's a refilling shrine, not a gem shrine. Because if it was a gem shrine, I'd be very much inclined to just don't shut down the game till my next play session, but go into hibernation and see if I can get a topaz, a normal or flawed topaz from Endariel, and then use the gem shrine before progressing to the next act.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, and this is all in Jianson's guide to untwinked magic finding, so nothing I came up with, but I think I don't have to. How do you say in English? There's a saying in German that you don't have to invent the wheel a second time. I don't think there's a saying like that in English, but yeah.
I am overburdened.
I think it's funny. I sometimes have maps in the Dark Wood where I think it's much smaller than now. I think it's always the same size, but from the layout now it appears much bigger than I remember from the last playthrough. So, more talking Diablo 2.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, there's one thing that I'm really stuck with, and it's the not having any quick keys. I'm really glad that we have the possibility to use just the right and left mouse button for skills, because I never ever could get used to the quick skill buttons. I think it's good for pre-buffs and for skills that have a kind of
Greetings.
constant duration. or that well, last for a minute and then you have to refresh them. I think for those, quick cast is good, but for skills like, I don't know, Blizzard or the attack skills, I just don't see me ever using that. I know I'm probably in the minority there, but thank you, Blizzard, that you didn't take away that. Speaking of Blizzard, I think it's now Microsoft, so I don't know how I feel about that. I think Microsoft already takes up too much space in my life, and with the only game I'm playing like constantly, it's even bigger impact. I hope they don't change anything like you need a Microsoft account or something like that in order to play Diablo 2 or Resurrected anymore. Also, I think the chances are slim that in this case Diablo 4 will be released on other platforms than PC and Xbox. Not that I care much, because I usually only play on PC, but I feel for everyone who, well, wants to play on another console, so yeah.
Good day.
Another experience shrine. So, what I will do now is clear the whole area. Then fight Treehead Woodfist. Aha, I think I got his name right. Not Treebird, that's the one from the Lord of the Rings. I know that now because I am reading Lord of the Rings to my 10-year-old daughter, and it's great to do that. I really love that. It's just like, yeah, comfort time together, and we both love those stories. And yeah, I do read one of the very old translations of the Lord of the Rings, and I think it's much better than the new ones, because I don't know, when the movies came out they tried to do a kind of cool translation, and it's been awful.
I am overburdened.
I don't know, it's like, yeah, I'm never reading those, and yeah, I think it's great. And she even adopts some of the stuff for her exams at school. So she writes about, I don't know, cats and their teeth that are glittering like rays of daggers and something like that. And yeah, I think that's quite cool. One thing more in Diablo 2 Resurrected, which you probably already
The
know.
Order welcomes you.
The game keeps on playing when you hit a town portal or waypoint. So you can get attacked immediately, but your game screen doesn't show anything yet. But you can already move before you see the screen when you start a game or when you cross through a town portal. So if I cross and immediately press escape, it will be paused, but you can't do that when traveling with a waypoint. So yeah, don't get your waypoint surrounded by extra fast, extra strong, fanatism frenzied horse. That's a bad idea and will get you killed. Good thing they fixed the attack speed bug, because frenzied horse were really attacking fast for some time.
I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
Okay, so it seems like we're almost done exploring. Not entirely, but almost.
Good day.
I'm looking forward to rescuing Karrin because then I can just sell my Tome of Identify and don't have to carry it around all the time. I know that some people do that for magic finding in order to quickly identify those items that they find, so they can either ditch them immediately or keep them. I usually don't do that. I think it might be faster than my way of doing it, but I'm not really sure about that because I just pick them up and store them in the stash, and now with the shared stash you even have more space before you have to mule off, so yeah. Okay, so let's get this done. We know where the Karrin stones are. We know that in Tristram there are boss packs, so there's a boss pack at the tree. So I will get my burst of speed, take the experience shrine in, then go back to Treehead Woodfist. So yeah, he brought some buddies. Oh, there's another boss pack, even better. That is great. Thank you, Diablo 2. I wouldn't have dared ask, but I take if it's presented to me.
I am overburdened.
Oh dear. I don't want to waste the experience.
I can't carry anymore.
And I need some space.
I am overburdened. How has this tree escaped corruption?
This.
I am overburdened.
Holy smokes. I just need... Yeah, now I have it. No, only normal quill rat. So we will see if it lasts till Tristram, but I'm already happy with getting... Ah, man. That's annoying in Diablo 2 Resurrected, because you get stuck far more often than in Legacy. Oh, I didn't go to talk to Akara, did I? I'm such a... well, you know. Too much talking.
Ah.
Yeah. Now we have it. And no, I don't check it. I usually just click the stones. It's much faster that way anyways. So. And then move to the boss
Tristram,
pack.
the first to
Should
fall
be
to
down here.
Diablo's wrath.
I'm really not doing much damage, do I? And it's already gone in the experience shrine, so no need to rush now. Can just finish off the boss packs or the monster packs as I see it fit. Yeah, but great. I like it. Too much archers for me. I will have to use Cloak of Shadows probably again. Oh, there's another one of those shamans.
I need mana.
Oh, Griswold has come to the party too. It's always fun to remember Diablo 1. It's what got me hooked to the game.
am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
So, I will try to gamble something better now for the magic find before I face Griswold. I could have saved, or should have saved, Kane before going back to town. Yes, that is true. As you might have noticed, my kids didn't come back yet. I think my wife fetched them and brought them immediately to their friends. So I've got some more playing time.
May I help you?
I mean, I stopped playing in the cave on Friday, I guess. Was it Friday? And now it's Thursday again, so 6 days without the chance to play the game. As I said, I will try to gamble some boots. But, well, I do have 13% magic find, so the thing is, maybe I won't. Now I reconsidered, I will sell those and wait till level 17 when there's a better chance to get Boots of Fortune, not only of chance. Or is it of luck? I always mix those up. I will do that. Yeah, how's that, Griswold? You're cursed and I'm not. Like I said, melee characters are really strong in the beginning, as I think. Oh dear, no, that's not really a good drop, is it?
I can't carry anymore.
In Diablo 1 you sold better items than that, but yeah. So, pick up some items. Burst of speed is already gone, so let's reload on that. So, there's usually a champion pack of shamans, and they can be quite annoying, especially in later difficulties. I mean, they're not as dangerous as this boss champion pack of Night Clans, but they are more annoying because either you have to try to keep those fallens down with Rest in Peace or Corpse Explosion or something like that, or you really have to try to take them out first, and that's not the easiest thing to do with some characters. So where is that shaman? Ah, here. Got those gold. So now, before I go back, I will free Kane. There was a
Kane,
kind of... Oh, sorry,
go to the
I hit the
road
micro.
camp.
Where you could use the town portal from Deckard Cain. I think they fixed that bug, but it was funny while it lasted.
You have...
Yeah, okay, so... He's here. So then let's go back, pick up the remaining stuff there is. And then let's finish the rest of the monsters. So I don't know if any one of you has paid
I can't
more
carry
attention
anymore.
to Diablo 4. I
I can't
didn't
carry
so
anymore.
far, and I was quite disappointed by Diablo 3. It was fun for quite some time, but it's such a
Greetings.
different feeling from the game. Yeah, I never really got into it, and
Greetings.
especially what I don't like, and that might sound strange, but those decimal numbers that are used, like plus 5.4 seconds to I don't know what, just is mind-boggling to me. Like I don't want to compare, I don't know, like um, the decimals to each other, because I find it really, I don't know, unintuitive to do, and I really like round numbers, so I don't know if there would have been a better way to do that. But yeah, that's one thing I really don't like, and that everything is based on your weapon's damage is kind of bad too, in my opinion. And from what I've seen in Diablo 4, that's more like Diablo 3 in that kind, or in that regard, than Diablo 2. So yeah, maybe not for me, this game then. Yeah, I'll leave that damaged spear on the ground. Just takes up too much inventory space. I don't be fooled. If I wasn't recording, I would pick it up. But yeah, I think you're probably happier to only watch me go back to town 30 times instead of 60 times. So let's keep it at that.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay, so this is Tristram, and it's cleared, and I think we can go back to town and then back to the Black Marsh. Not back
Stay
to
a
the Black
while
Marsh, but
and
onto the
listen.
Black Marsh. I just
The Order welcomes you.
sell our stuff, and then yeah, then I think we're ready to go to the Black Marsh. One thing about the Black Marsh, there's the, well, infamous Countess, and I won't lower the player settings just for better rune word drops, because I rather take the experience than the better rune drop, at least in normal. So, yeah, I'll do a quick cut here for the video and start another video for the Black Marsh. See you then.